Back to School with Luis Robles.
In a sense, this is where I grew up, not only as a teenager, but as a player.
A ticket punched to the MLS Cup playoffs.
It's nice because we have no anxiety.
And giving back to the local community.
You can tell the energy of the kids that they're very appreciative to be here.
All that and much more coming up now on Red Bulls Insider. Hello and welcome to this edition of Red Bulls Insider. I'm Tina Servasio. For Luis Robles, Portland, Oregon holds a special place in his heart. On the eve of his 100th straight start, the goalkeeper visited his alma mater, the University of Portland, where he reminisced about his time in net with the Pilots.
As I walk around campus, the thing that sticks out more than anything is, in a sense, this is where I grew up, not only as a teenager, but as a player. And I think for the rest of my life, coming here is always going to be a special thing. So this is Child Center, which is the basketball arena with all the locker rooms. I think every sport, for the most part, is in here. Just looking at the display case, you guys can see there's been a lot of exceptional soccer players coming through here. And this is part of the draw, is not only is a great environment to develop as a player, but the coaching staff has done such a great job of recruiting and bringing in top talent. This isn't the worst little section here. Got Heath Pierce, who played for the Red Bulls, and Casey Keller, longtime U.S. national team goalkeeper, and then yours truly. It looks like I had more hair back then, but the quads are still the same. I mean, I'm definitely humbled by it. All right.
Congrats on all your success so far.
It's great to see you. So
yeah,
coaching with the women?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, what do you think? A lot of changes around here, huh?
Incredible. Remember, Red Bulls tomorrow, not Timbers, right?
That's right.
All right. I look back at my experience here, and it was more than just soccer. To be able to grow as a person, to have the type of relationships that I was able to experience, it's an incredible place. And so this is Lisa, my good friend Lisa. We played together while we were here at Portland. She actually won. She was part of the 2005 National Championship team. I flew out to Texas A&M to support you guys.
That's right.
But Lisa's now one of the coaches here at Portland, and she's just doing a great job. So it's nice to see you.
Yeah.
It's very nice to see you.
Too.
At night, it's beautiful because you can see downtown. It's a beautiful place, great view, and brings back a lot of memories here, for sure. So we're on Merlo Field right now, which in my opinion is the best field in the NCAA. It's very comparable to Red Bull Arena. And one thing that we get a lot from opponents is, how do you guys have such a nice field? And now that continues to the professional level, because whenever people come to Red Bull Arena, they're impressed not only by the facility itself, but by the quality of the pitch. I do remember the amount of pride I felt coming out to each and every game, standing there, not only knowing that is this a beautiful place to call home, but it's a beautiful place to play. This is what I had to defend for 4.5 years. It does feel kind of weird standing here, but to sort of just be in the shadow of Casey Keller was a tremendous opportunity, I felt. It is special that my 100th MLS regular season appearance happens in Portland, especially because Portland is such a special place to me. From a personal sentiment standpoint, to do it in Portland is special because there's certain individuals that'll be able to watch that, not only in national television, but in the stadium. And most importantly, the one that holds dear to me is my coach. Bill has been massive to my career. All right, hey, look at that. Look at the bobbleheads out there. You guys see that? I'm not as big as Casey Keller, but it's befitting, you know?
He came in as a very good student and left as a very good student, and obviously with a degree, which is part of the process here. We have the players come in, we're going to make them better soccer players, better people, and better students, and Luis achieved all those things. Growing up, I would go to the soccer field and there wasn't a goalkeeper coach. I would just go and take shots and do whatever felt natural, regardless if it was correct or not. But then to come here and be under his tutelage, to have the sort of attention that he gave me, to see my development out the way that he did, it's really special for me that he gets to be a part of this. Looks like they got new locker rooms. Hey guys, good morning. Thank you very much for waking up early. I know it's
Saturday morning in college, it could be tough, but thanks for coming out. The thing that I love most when I think about college was I used to wake up every morning at 9 o'clock, go get breakfast at the Cove, and then I'd meet Bill on the field every morning at 10. And Bill and I would train every morning for an hour. And that's what really helped me not only gain my confidence, but grow as a goalkeeper.
With the work that we did and the information he took and put it into practice, we knew that he would have a career, further on. And he's gone on and done tremendous things. And he's a great ambassador for the University of Portland and the soccer program.
If you could give one piece of advice to everybody, what would it be?
I would say, sow good seed. And what I mean by that is, everything that you do, sooner or later, results in a consequence. It can be a positive consequence or a negative consequence. There are some things that I did in college that were very positive, and they've come back in an incredible way. They've come back 100-fold. Sow good seed, because sooner or later you're gonna get a great harvest. We had a great recruiting class. I was just telling the guys that of the 12 guys that came in, 6 went pro, to some capacity 6 went pro. And some of them handled it very well and some didn't. But that pertains to life. It's not just soccer. Sooner or later you're gonna reap what you sow.
And before you leave, we have this for you.
Thank you.
We all signed it.
I appreciate that, guys. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
It's been a pretty cool experience to come back and walk around campus and see all the new developments. Also come to the sudden realization that I'm getting much older, because as I see some of the students, I start to realize that maybe I'm not that young. But nonetheless, even reliving some of the memories and some of the memories that are coming up, or my memory being jogged, you just think back and you realize just how much you've grown since. As a person, not only as a player, but as a person. And it was a unique experience, one that wouldn't necessarily want to live again, but it's definitely fun to reminisce and be back here. And more than anything, I think about some of the relationships I had, and I'm not only grateful for those, but I'm grateful that they continue to live on. As they continue to be a big part of my life and my career, I think it's pretty special to be able to have people that not only encourage you through the good times, but especially through the bad times. So I'm a very proud UP alum. I can say that for sure.
I am joined now by head coach Jesse Marsh. And Jesse, let's start with your goalkeeper. What has Luis Robles' importance been to this team?
I think Luis has been amazing. And, from watching him from afar in years past, I've seen all of his talents, but I think how he's able to use his talents is through the kind of personality and the kind of man he is. And I think that's what I try to talk about most with him. It's easy to see how talented and how athletic and how good a goalkeeper he is, but you don't know how good of a man he is until you're really with him every day. And I think his leadership, along with his presence, his calmness, his ease, it all just comes across as pretty simple, but yet very complex. And I think that the players believe in him, not just as a goalkeeper, but as a person. And every time he steps on the field, he has such a calming effect on our team. And then, obviously his ability to make big saves means that we always feel very secure back there.
After a disappointing performance against New England, the team had to travel all the way across the country to take on a very difficult opponent in Portland. How was the team able to bounce back against the Timbers?
We were all disappointed with the performance in New England, but there were still some positives, and I thought that we knew it was going to be a battle when we went in there, and we set the standard a lot of ways for that game in terms of 50-50s, second balls, and making it hard. But in there, somehow we lost our ability to be us, and that is press, counter press, get the ball back quickly, and then be aggressive in the final third. So we talked about going to Portland that we wanted to expect another battle, but that we wanted to play more football, and we wanted to get the ball on the ground, and we wanted to be aggressive with how we played in the final third and ultimately be sharper. So I think we were able to put that together, learn some lessons from Boston, and then in the end, put together a really solid performance in Portland.
And with that win, the Red Bulls become the first team in MLS to clinch a playoff spot. What was important to just get that first step out of the way?
It's nice because we have no anxiety about making the playoffs. Like, we hadn't even really discussed it or thought about it. We kind of knew it was imminent, but You know, now getting into the playoffs and getting that victory to get us in means that now we can still continue to focus exactly on the process of what we're going to do once we get there. And I think that the players have been very focused on the daily process and what we try to do every day and how we learn and how we grow and how we compete, how we play. So it's meant that we've gotten better, and we've got to make sure that now in this last month and a half that we continue to do all those things the right way so that come November, man, we're ready to lay it all on the line.
And now Orlando City FC comes to town, so what kind of challenges do they pose?
Well, we beat them down there, but we actually ran into a really good team, and they were down a man a lot of the game, but still made it very difficult on us. So for an expansion team, I think they're a good team. They're talented. I think Adrian Heath's done a good job. And right now they're desperate, right? They need points. They need every game they can get, and they're going to throw everything they have at us. So we're at home. We like our chances, but we know we're going to get a desperate team.
Finally, off the field, for the past month, the team has been participating in 11 days of service. What is the significance of giving back to the local community?
Well, I'll tell you, one of the things I've really enjoyed about being here with Red Bull is the community of people within this club and how it connects with our greater community here in New York, New Jersey area. And I think a lot of that credit goes to Christina Ginta and Gianna Fazio and the work that they do in the community to connect with people, to find out, you know, what people need a little bit more energy in their lives, need a little bit more commitment, and then to make sure that the players understand the purpose of what we're trying to do, and that anytime the players go out in the community, their way of understanding what we're trying to do as a club is really good, and they're great men, and they love now interacting with people, all different kinds of people in the community. So for me, it's been very fun for my family and I think that I've always enjoyed that part about this business, and I'm glad to be with a club that really engages themselves in it as well.
Jesse, as always, thank you and good luck Friday.
Thank you.
Members of the team go out and about in the community.
It's good to help people and try to bring something to them.
11 days of service coming up on Red Bull's Insider.
Through 20 seasons, you've shown your unwavering support. We live for match day. We spend 90 minutes on the edge of our seats, just like you do. We live for your energy and the best atmosphere in MLS. We see it, we hear it, and we feel it, not only on match days, but every day.
They're amazing, you know, each time we scored, each time we've done a nice bit of play, you can go up to them, you see the desire in their faces, you know, and they're brilliant every week.
Together, we have proven that New York is red, not only between the white lines, but in the stands and in the streets.
The color red to me, it just means passion. It means having a little fire in your belly and making sure that whenever you step on the field that you play with that passion that the fans show each and every week.
Every run, every tackle, every goal is for you.
It shows the character of our squad. You know, we've got a nice young squad. People want to work for each other. That's what our team's about. Togetherness, all in.
Together, let's make sure that Metro Soccer stays red for the next 20 years and beyond. We are all in every day. Run with us.
New York is red! New York is red! New York is red! New York is red!
Welcome back. Each year, the team and the front office participate in 11 days of service, an opportunity to give back to the local community. This month, Felipe, Leo Stoltz, and Kyle Rainish visited with the children of Ronald McDonald House in New York City for a fun-filled afternoon with soccer and arts and crafts.
We are in the Ronald McDonald House, New York. The energy around here, it's incredible. And we go around, we see the people who works here, the kids and everybody here. we just have to be thankful to being here today to learn a little bit more in life, but I'm gonna be for myself to maybe enjoy the life more.
Awesome arts and crafts.
It's great to come to these things. You know, you have days off and stuff like that, but circumstances like this, it's great to participate. I think you can tell how much it means to the kids, and they're excited to have anything that can help them through when they're going through tough stuff. So it's great to be a part of it.
I'm trying my best. Did you enjoy it there?
Yeah, I was.
I mean, it's a great facility here. It seems like they're taking great care of the kids. The kids seem super happy. I mean, to have an outdoor space like this where they can come out and even pass the ball around and hang out with us and get some fresh air, I feel like is very important. You can tell the energy of the kids that they're very appreciative to be here.
Desde abril.
Desde abril?
Yeah. It's anniversary, birthday.
As a player and as a part of this organization, it's good to help people and try to bring something to them, some positive energies for some love for them, to help them keep going and move forward to the right direction. Hopefully everybody here gets healthy and live a good life.
To find out how you can participate and give back, visit NewYorkRedBulls.com/11 days of service. Well, that'll do it for this edition of Red Bulls Insider. Don't forget, the team returns to the pitch this Friday when Kaká and Orlando City FC come to town for a 7 p.m. start, and you can find that match on Univision. Until next time, we leave you with images of the last viewing party where over 1,000 fans flocked to Hoboken, New Jersey to watch the Red Bulls defeat the Timbers 2-0. I'll see you next time on Red Bulls Insider. I'm Tina Servasio. Take care, everyone.